Have you seen the WhatsApp message? Or some of the candidates have just taken it as an what we can say that the formalities of message put up on the WhatsApp group. Just I will
Yes,
go.
training was very good, sir.
Yes, just I will go through that mail and read the name of students, those who are continuously attending the training program. I think so. Harish Lahane, yes, Kaushal Patil, Savita Pawar, Priyanka Ramteke, Sagar Wallekar. Okay, this is from our batch. Suraj Mahadik and Pallavi Devre. 7 student has attended the continuous training of this Rubicon training centers. Okay, only 12 members are there today's lecture.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I didn't get any mail, sir. I checked junks also, but still I didn't get.
Okay, just wait. I
Okay.
will update from my side too.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, if there is any updations, I will inform to you. That have you goes through the job descriptions of SG Analytics company?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just go through job description. They will asking regarding your profile and JD. What are the contents they have to be inputted in the what I can say that
Sir,
test list.
uh, Tastely, sir, they are focused on ESG factors like environmental, social governance factor.
Okay.
And also they are mentioning two questions on the wave of paragraphs, like uh, including
Including paragraph sentences.
yes, sir, including paragraph. On the one paragraph, they have mentioned 5 questions of one paragraph. For
Okay.
each question, have 1 mark. I think so.
I think so. Most of you have cleared the test, but the today's interview process is also important for all of you. Okay. Just wait for 1 to 2 hours. If you will not get a mail from the H Analytics company, I will update with them and update with you also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Just try
Okay.
from your side. Just be prepared with the job descriptions and from your academic qualifications also. Okay, related to that positions. Some of the candidates from HR background, they have also applied for that position. That they previously they have don't shared me the resumes and all these things with me, but they have directly applied, directly goes on the test link, and they have cleared the test. But I didn't get a resume from their side. I think so. Akshay Jadhav, no, Akshay Jadhav, Shubham Jadhav is there.
But sir, they have clearly mentioned in that job description the those students are pursuing finance and environmental student. They have only applied for
Yes,
that job.
yes, but the candidates are directly applied on that link now, so I will not able to
Oh,
find them.
yes,
If
yes,
they
sir.
have directly applied on that link, how what I can do for them? That I will share them resume for their reference, but the final call is received from that side. Let we will try our today's lecture.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes, Vinod.
Sir, did you check my SIP report? It is okay or not?
Yes, I will check from my side. Okay, but you
Okay,
will
sir.
also need to check from your respective project
Oh,
guide.
yes, sir. I will send it my sir also. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, I think today is Komal's birthday, so that's why some students are not joining today's lecture because they are celebrating Komal's birthday today. Hello, sir.
something is happening there. My slide is visible? My screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
My screen is visible?
Yes, sir. Summarize the
Yes, sir.
audit presentation, the results in
Okay.
that slide.
Just wait, okay? I will download your attendance and then we'll start our today's lecture. Okay, students, these are the point of our last unit that you are mostly covered. Okay, program evaluation up to the project audit unit point. Okay, and we are finish our today's unit by today itself. Okay, these are the contents from our last unit, that is program evaluation. Yes, project evaluation. In that, program evaluation is the contents. Again, performance evaluation, structure of the project monitoring, project controls, effective way of tracking the project progress as a project manager, need of information systems for the completions of that project, method of forecasting, that's nothing but required money for the completions of that project, the project audit after the completions of your project audit report, after that evaluation a project with the team members. Okay, these are the contents in our this unit. What mean program evaluation? Program evaluation is a systematic method for collecting, analyzing, and using information to answer the questions about project policies and program, particularly about their effectiveness and efficiency. Just read from your side too, that is what is meant by effectiveness and efficiencies. Okay, these are the program evaluation parameters. After that, what mean performance evaluation? Performance evaluation is a systematic process of evaluating how well employees are performing their job. Okay, the program evaluation and performance evaluations are both the things are different way. Okay, what means employee performance and their job? Okay, performance management is a process that significantly affects the organizational success by having manager, employees who works together to set the expectations, review result and reward performance. Okay, these are comes under performance evaluation. That we have already covered this topic, but just I will go through in short. What means structure of project monitoring? A structure of project monitoring information systems which create a project monitoring systems. Yes, sir. Which also involves the determining what to collect, what are some sources of information you may want to collect, what are the project control steps, what are the setting baseline plan, what are the measuring progress and performance with the comparing of plans against with the actual. What are the roles and responsibilities of any of the project managers that with the completions of project with the comparison of actual, okay, actual and practical implementation on that side. Okay, these are the comes under structure of project monitoring. What mean project controls? Project control is a process that encompasses the resources, procedures and tools for the planning, monitoring and controlling of all the phases of the capital project life cycle. Just I have also mentioning that you need to go with the product life cycle stages for the understanding of capital project life cycle. Yes, which also includes the estimating, cost and schedule management, risk management, change management, and with the value and progressing the forecasting. Okay, these are the project control cost. The controlling of all the elements which are the combinations of the cost, schedule, risk management, change management, value, output, progress report and forecasting methods. Okay, these are the project control spans of any of the project managers, which are also includes in set project standards, measurable the project performance, standardize the project performance with the considerations of the deviations tools, take a corrective actions from the project plans. Okay, these are the project controls techniques. Okay, what are the effective ways of tracking a project progress as a project manager? Yes. Okay, to create a project outline, for you want to find out the project progress as per the considerations of the time, cost and duration. Okay, to create a project outline, you need to find out and create a project outline for the computations of the project with the proper considerations of time and cost. Working with the team members to create a project outline, which can be a great way of tracking a project progress. Okay, working with the team member to create a project plan. Okay, as I have also many times said that if you want to create a project plan, you need to go with your working team members. Those are actually working on practical implementation, practical process orientations. Okay, then you need to create a project outline structure for your project to establish the goals and milestones, to check in regularly. Once the plan has to be created, you need to check that it will be going with the actual times or actual time cost considerations of the key constraints or not. Okay, ask how you can help them for any of the problems they have goes with their difficulties with any of the problem. You need to go and solve them to establish a clear deadlines. Okay, but for any of the project we have required to set deadlines. Okay, for the completions of that project. Yes, we all have an proper management controls time cost money, but we are also required some of the deadlines to the completions of that project. Okay, these are the effective way of tracking a project progress as a project manager, that our project has goes an effective way or not. So you have got it the point, or it will be goes on fast.
No,
Okay.
sir, it's okay.
Yes, that because I have goes with the revision part. What are the needs of information systems in the project management? Every organization needs a record of its activities to find the cases of problem and proper solutions. Okay, in any of the information systems comes in handy when it comes to the storing operational data, communication records, documents, and revision histories. Okay, to find out the proper way of result of any of the project, you require a proper information data that you have collected from your previous project with the considerations of past project, with the current project, with the considerations of all the whole data, with the collecting of the proper information that are required to the implementing of our current project information. Okay, these are comes under need of information systems. What a design build a great dashboard, it has to be required to clear about what you are trying to achieve. Okay, in your project plan includes only the most important contents, as the considerations of what most key constraint of any of the project is what time constraints and cost consideration with the scope of that project. To use size and position to show the hierarchy, give your numbers to the contents, group your related matrices, be a consistent, use a clear labels to your audience will understand it, round your numbers. Okay, these are the design build great dashboard. Okay, what are the forecast methodology? Is nothing but the cost forecast is a process you can use to adapt the cost planning to the constantly changing the circumstances. For the cost to complete the system, which are need to determine the values of the remaining activities on the basis of plan, forecast and actual values in the network. Okay, these are the project audit point that we are details discussing with the today's program or today's session. A project audit means what? A project audit is a formal review of a project which often intend to assess the extent to which the project management standards are being upheld. The final objective of any of the project audit is to ensure that the project meets the standards of project management through the investigations or evaluation. What are the requirements of project audit? Why we need the conduct of any of the project audit? Yes, Vinod.
And sir, because sir, if you not conduct the audit, so we we cannot justify the our project or any other firm working properly, or it will be maximization or not. So that's why if we start any project, before that we conduct the audit in external audit also and internal audit also. So
No.
I think so in
Mm.
part of the project management, so we should conduct the audits before start the any projects.
Yes, yes, it's good. Why we have conducted the internal audits before the completions of the audit processes? Okay, that we are ready to find out that what are the difficulties we are facing in our internal audit point of view. Okay, what are the problems we are facing to the completions of that project? What are the documents are missing for the particular standard operating process of any of the machines or methodologies? Wait, that's why we have required a proper project plan. That is comes under project audit. That the considerations of the time, cost, scope, future conclusions with the considerations of EHS policies, so that we are following the policies ISO standard to the organization for the completions of that project or not. Okay, that's why required we have required a project audit plan, proper project audit plan. Okay, with the considerations of internal and external audits. A project audit is a formal review of project. Okay, what they have reviewed from our project, that is time, cost, considerations. Okay, that you are following the ISO standardizations or not, that how you have to be find out that the proper documentation is there or not. Okay, all these things they have to be find out in a project audit process. Is a formal review of project which are often intended to assess the extent to which project management standards are being upheld. The final objective of project audit is to ensure that the project meets the standards of the project management, which through investigate and evaluation. For the proper controlling of that, we are also said that the evaluation means what? Evaluation means nothing but we have checking all these parameters with the considerations of standardizations. Okay, with the considerations of evaluations of all these documentations, that how much money you have invested to one particular task. Okay, the way to utilize the resources. Okay, the way you have to recycling your wastage from your project sites. Okay, all this comes under project audit processes, that there will be any impact on the societies. Okay, how you are handling these problems. Okay, you have with the proper documentations or not, these are also comes under project audit. What is the audit process? The audit process is designated to determine the status of work performance, okay, on a project to ensure its compliance with the statement of work such as scope, time, budget of the project, along with the maturity of the project management process. Okay, audit process is nothing but to determine the status of work. Okay, that we have completing our project with the considerations of time and cost. Okay, they have also goes with the checking of status of work performance. How you have performed your work, how you are completing your work with the considerations of all these key constant parameters, that is time, cost, scope. Okay, these are the three main constants of the project. After that, we are also includes in that the resources. Okay, capital budget, scope point. Okay, and which also ensured it to comply with the statement of work such as the scope, time and budget of the project, along with the stages of the project management process. How much field works are there, reporting documentation part are there, to do the corrective actions and planning. Okay, any of the audit process what they have required as not a consideration of audit. If you want to start any of the plan, or if you want to start any of the project, or if you want to start any of the business from the small firm to the larger industries, okay, they have that we have required a proper project plan. Yes, as a project manager, you need to know that the what are the plans activities we want to be carried out on this definite working processes. Okay, with the definite project plans, with the considerations of the local authorities, locations, parameters. Okay, and then we are goes to the project planning. Proper project planning is there or not. After the proper project planning, we are directly goes to the field work. Okay, after the planning, the second step has to be happening with the practical evaluations with on the actual field work. Field work, what will be happening in any of the field work? There is a methods to manufacturing a product, there is a method to the installations of the project, there is the methods to the implementations of the processes, activities, tasks. Okay, the practical applications has to be carried out, the practical works has to be carried out on the field shop, on the field work. Okay, and after that, reporting. After the completions of your work, you need to go with the reporting persons. What are the activities you have done by today? What are the problems or faces from your side? What there is any implementation plans we want to be add or not? Okay, that our work has goes with the continuous processes or not? Okay, these are goes through the find out the result by reporting point of view. Okay, by the reporting view. After that, corrective actions. Why we have required corrective action? If we have find some of the difficulties in our project, the persons or the employees or the laborers or directly goes to the reporting persons like your department head, some of the project head. Okay, they will complain regarding the actual processes or any of the difficulties, they have reported them, and that then after they have goes through the corrective action plans. Or what the plans we have required to changes in one of the specific machines. Okay, or the plans we want to changes the process, what the plans with we want to changes some of the specific machine tools for the completions of that definite product or project. Okay, these are the corrective action plans. They have goes with the action plans. Find out the way they have startly changes with the practical applications. Find out the way to resolve the problems of that specific defined activities. Okay, with the corrective action plans that are comes under audit process. Okay, these are the project management audit process to plan the audit. Okay, to planning the activity. You should not start anything without a plan. That I have previously also said that they have required a proper plannings to the start of any of the project or any of the audit process. As you are goes through the audit, you are also need to going with the proper planning of audit. That what the documents we have required to the conductions of any of the project audit, as we have completing these documentations or not, that they have required a proper project plans. Okay, everyone which has involved in the audit and the project to know about the audit. Yes, to know about the audit, to know about the stress, that this is not anything crazy. It's a method to make things work better, not turn any of the blames. Okay, audit is not the methods of the blaming of anyone of the employees, those are involved in audit, because the audit is the way where goes through the working development, where we are goes to the better development of any of the organizations. Okay, if the audit process is not with us, then the management systems or then the management audit process has not goes by the efficiency way, that we can say that the effectiveness of any of the project plans. Okay, but some of the organization or some of the employees has get it by on their own way to the blaming of someone to the facing of that audit, because the completions of any of the project, that involvement of each and every people are to be responsible for the completions of that project. Okay, and also he has also responsible to the result or to the result or to the any of the difficulties for the completions of that audit process. Okay, in that everyone has involved in the management audit process. Okay, there's the involvement of management persons because they have representing the audit, but the actual plan, but the actual workings has to be carried out or has to be conducted by some of the employees, or to be conducted by the laborers, or to be conducted by the project manager. Okay, as a audit point of view, not a project manager has goes with the responsibilities, or those are the responsible for one particular processes. Okay, as he has goes through his planning, coordinating completions, okay, controlling over the cost parameters, availability of resources. But the audit process point of view, the collections of all the data has to be combined from the start point of view to end point of view. Okay, for the bottom point of view, that each and every activity which are to be carried out with the sequentially plannings. Okay, that involvements are we are maintaining from our side, that the documentations method. Okay, with the capital utilizations method, resources methods. Okay, that involves in each and every department persons in the audit purposes. Okay, you got the project plan. Yes, project audit plan. After that, to conduct the audit, if once you have creating the proper project plan and maintaining all the documentations, okay, then you are goes to the conduct of any of the audit. If you have the required document, if you are following the all the regular standard operating processes for the completions of that project as per your project planning of yours, you are easy to go to find the a way of audit, or to maintain the document of that specific audit or that specific processes. Okay, now do the audit and work throughout the processes to get all the data and proof required for the completions of that project. Okay, you have required all these data for the purchasing of that part to the completions of this process. Okay, that is nothing but the proofs that we have shown to the auditors. This also includes interviewing the project sponsors, okay, managers and teams, either in a person, either in a group meeting, or through a details questionnaires. Okay, what are the ways we have collecting the data? There are many ways that we are goes with the discussions of all these combined team members. Okay, either in a person to persons, or with the managers, with the team members, with the group meetings, or through goes with the details questionnaires, that survey based questionnaires about your project. Okay, these are the points with the conductions of any of the audit process. Okay, to summarize the audit, at this point you will have lots of data. Okay, so take the findings about improvement and falls and put them in an executive summary to give a clear and broad overviews of your project. Be sure to point out that praise those who have done well. Okay, to summarize the audit means what? That we are mentioning in executive summaries that whole of the project of our project structure plan is around 120 200 pages 300 pages. Okay, but the summarize the audit plan is nothing but the point we will find out the results from that particular project or from particular summary, that we are mentioning the considerations of any of the project. As I think so, you have seen the any of the project plans of construction industries. Okay, any of the project plans of the road transport corporations. Okay, they have mentioning that the particular project durations, as when we have goes through any of the project plan, any of the project site. Okay, yeah, like thermal power plant, hydraulic power plant, any of the power plant, they have mentioning all these summaries record, like duration of this project, how much durations have required to the completions of that project. Okay, how much capacities of that project. Okay, how much the life of that project, means that establishment or that expiry of that project. Okay, how much cost to be bear for these completions of that project. Okay, these are the summarized view of the project. Okay, and it is a mandatory to maintaining and taken with the times and cost considerations with the actual project view. Okay, at this point you will have lots of data. Yes, we have lots of data that we have summarized the data for the computations of our audit. So take the findings about improvement and false. Okay, concludes from any of the project that what are the chances or what are the ways we want to improve, where we have to go with the difficulties, where we have goes through the wrong selections of any of the material purchases, parts, locations. Okay, where we want to do the improvement in one particular processes, one particular locations or not, where we are doing well. Okay, all these things we have to be goes with the summarizing of any of the audit, and also put them in executive summary to give a clear and broad overview of your project. Be sure to point out and praise those who have done well. Yes, in organizations those are completing as a well, you need to go and innovate them as at the completions of that project, who have done well for the completions of that project audit, those have taken a positive way towards the completions of that project. Okay, as everyone has goes with the project plans. Okay, as everyone has his duty to completions of that project, but need to appreciate them those how involves particularly for the completions of all the process with goes with the actual project planning, summarizing. Okay, and also goes with the audit point of views. Okay, that are the persons to the completions of that project. To present the result, after summarize the audit process, you need to go with the result. As you are goes with the summarized report, you are definitely goes with the result of your project, because in summary that you have mentioning that the points that's lots of data that you have collecting, that the very much important. Okay, important data you have to be collect with from your project and find out the way of result. Okay, to present the results. Next, you want to present the summary of result to all the parties that need to know about the audit. Okay, result, what the result they have said, that the all these interested parties they have to be communicated the audit results. Okay, to know about the audit from your team to your stakeholder also. At this point, you will want to identify the opportunities that have been realized and implemented, as well as a list of all the problems that have or have not been resolved. Also share the recommendations. Okay, if there is any recommendation from the processes or not. Okay, all these points are comes with the presentations of your result point of view. Yes. At the last point, they have clearly mentioned that at this point you will want to identify the opportunities from any of the summarizations of the project audit or the results of any of the project audits. You will need to find out where we have the opportunities to do some things new, where we have the opportunities to the improvement in any of the our processes, manpower. Okay, our knowledge improvement parts. Okay, all these things we have to be goes with the completions of the project. As you have get the knowledge, as you have get the experience from the project, as per the completions or as per the actual working of how much projects you have to go with the actual working. Okay, at this point you will want to identify the opportunities that have been realized and implemented, as well as a list of all the problems that have or have not been resolved. Also share the recommendations. Okay, some of the problems we are not able to find out because they have to be from their own side, so there are some of the difficulties that faces. Okay, but they directly not impact on our project, but you will need to go with the recommendations point of view in case of presentations of the result. Okay, to determine the action plan. Okay, that you need to find out the action plan with all this data. You can now now develop a plan and action that will help to improve the efficiencies. Okay, and this is the progressing well or with the comparison of the schedule or with the project timeline. Okay, progressing well or with the comparisons of the schedule or which will be repeated. Okay, to schedule and follow up is the final steps of any of the project plan. I think so. This is the last unit with the last topic, that is evaluation of project team member. What is the difference between program evaluation and project evaluation? Sorry, program evaluation and performance evaluation. Program evaluation is nothing but one particular programs which are to be conducted in the organizations for the developments of the employee, for the development of society, for the development of process implementation, any of the programs that we have conducted in our organizations, our company. Okay, that is comes under program evaluations. Okay, and what mean performance evaluations? The evaluations of employees, those are working in our project, those are giving us a input to the computations of that project. So that's the way we have to find out the evaluation, performance evaluations of employees. Okay, and this is the evaluations of project team members. Okay, after the completion of all your project, there is evaluation methodology of project team members. Those are involved in our project teams. Okay, in that what point they have considered? To knowing the expectations and needs of the project team member. Yes, okay. To talking to team members. Yes, as the responsibilities of any of the project manager, they have need to talk with the team members with the considerations of their point of view about the implementations of your project. Okay, if there is any opportunities or there is any recommendations, there is any improvement in our actual machining processes or in improvement in our project plans or not. That's why as a project manager you need to talk with your team members, those are actually working, those are actually practical working of on that shop floor or practical working on your project site, to listening carefully. Okay, as a project manager you need to listen carefully of the all these problems those are faces by a project teams member. Okay, and try to solve the problems as per the considerations of project plans and all these things. Okay, after that, to identify the challenges of the team members are facing. Okay, to find out the problems or to resolve the problems at their end, that we are discussing in the responsibilities of project manager. Okay, to identify the challenges team members are facing. Okay, some of the, if it will be not possible to any of the single members to the solve the problem, because they are facing some of the challenges or difficulties that they have not solved from their side. Okay, they have required some of the management efforts to the completions of that particular activities, to the completions of that particular process, but they have required some of the help to the solve the or clarify the problems. Okay, that's why to identify the challenges team members are facing. So as a project manager you need to solve the problems those are faces by the workers, those are the faces by the management teams, or those are the faces by one of the specific technical persons. Okay, that's why you have required to solve the to identify and solve the problems. Okay, these are the main job roles of there is a project manager also. To ensure that the existing procedures and system are placed and actually work. As you are once you have creating a project plan, after that the project plans as goes with the execution process with the field work, but you need to check that the systems, procedures, processes, machining activities are goes with the place with the actual work output or not. Okay, or there is any suggestions for the changes or not. Okay, if there will be goes with the proper management, then don't need to check it, don't need to change it with the continuations in their systems, because they have required because they have required some of the time cost consideration parameters. Okay, some of the times we have lost the times with the consideration of cost parameters also. Well, if the process goes with the continuations, there is no any difficulties as the phases of the any of the project team, then just keep it with the computations of that definite process. But you need to go with the systems, okay, actual procedures and systems which are placed in actual work, that the actual works are done by the machines, actual work that to be done by the specific team members or not. Okay, that comes under existing machining processes. To requesting the external feedbacks. Okay, why the feedbacks are important? That we are collecting the feedback from any of the sessions or any of the project sites. The way to find out the feedback is that we need to know that where we want to improvement, where we want to get an opportunity, where we want to focusing on that completions of that project. Okay, as you are completing successfully completing the project sites, okay, but we will take the feedback from the project teams or from the societies or from the general peoples. Okay, those are not involved in that project, but they have just visited and seeing our activities or plans. Okay, at that time we are getting the feedback from their side also. The reason is that we need to know that where we want to do something better from this actual plan, where we want to get opportunities from the other sides to the competitions of their project. Okay, that's why we have required existing external feedback for the improvement of our plans or for the improvement of our project contracts, to the improvement of your project processes, okay, to the improvement in your team members. Okay, all these factors are to be considered which are requesting external feedbacks. Okay, after that to making the necessary of the changes and monitoring. Okay, these are the evolutions of the project parameter: project initiations, project planning, project execution, project monitoring, controlling, and project closure. Okay, these are the 5 steps of project manager. Okay, these are the 5 steps of project management process that comes under our project assignment also, because there are computations of evaluation project team member with this 5 process. Yes, project starting phase. Okay, after that project planning phase, after that project execution phase, after that project monitoring and controlling phase, and last one is a project closure. Okay, all our units are with the considerations of only these 5 steps also. Okay, and the project planning and project executions, I think so these are the considerations part of the project executions and monitoring. Sorry, project executions and monitoring controlling is the interrelated process. Yes, project start phase, after that planning is separate, and the project executions and monitorings are interchanged with the considerations of part, with monitoring and controlling of overall process, and to closure your project. Yes, it is the last step to closure your project team members, to the closure of your project plan, to the closure of your definite project with the considerations of summary and result. Okay, these are the points of evaluation of a project team member: to knowing the expectations and need, talking to the team members, listening carefully, to identify the challenges team members are facing, to ensure that the existing procedures and systems are placed in actual with the work, to requesting the external feedbacks, to make the necessary changes and monitoring. Okay, got it the points?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, okay. And we are finishing our today's topic, that is project evaluations. That is the fifth unit of our project management. Yes, just I will go with the first unit up to the fifth unit. That I don't think so everyone has goes with the proper uh, studying of this all the slides or not. Just go with the starting point of view to the end. Just go with the details concept of any of the project management processes. Okay, involvement of project management process, not just goes through the slides and read from your side. Just this is the part, that is the way I have providing the concept of that definite project processes, planning, activities, program evaluation, performance evaluation. But if in case you don't have understand with the slides, just go with from your side to any of the books or any of the reference plan, any of the YouTubes. Okay, to take help from Google also. Okay, these are the project evaluation tools, techniques, parameters are involved in the project management. Okay, what is our first unit?
Project
Anyone know?
management, sir.
First unit, that is overview of project management. Yes, in that the considerations of 5 steps: project starting phase, project planning phase, project monitoring and controlling, project executions and project closure. Okay, these are the overview of project management processes. That from our today's lecture, with the considerations of upcoming lecture, we are also goes through the revision points of overview of project management. From the starting of overview of project management, just everyone need to go with the overview of project management with each and every contents. I will take with from your side too, that what are the contents are comes under overview of project management, what are the project management processes, cost methodology steps, what are the risks. Okay, in overview of project management there is the 5 steps of project management process. Okay, that I have given you one assignment on what are the 5 steps of project management process. Yes, you are goes with the project management process, but not define it particular examples of that project management, that how the activities has to be carried out with the proper plannings. Okay, the activities are to be going with the 5 steps of project management. Just you need to take one of the examples. Okay, with the completions of that activities with this 5 step. Okay, and second unit is,
Project planning.
yes, second one unit is a project planning. What are the contents are includes in project planning? That it will be go, no problem. And third unit, what is our third unit? You don't know the name of unit also? Yes, project scheduling and risk management. Okay, fourth unit. Yes, project organizations. Fifth unit is, fifth unit is,
Project evaluation.
yes, project evaluations. I think so. It will be ready with only 2 to 3 candidates only. What is meant by project management? Yes, it's okay. These are the 5 units of project management. wait, I will stop the recording. Okay.
Okay. Hello, sir.
Yes. Anyone
I
have the
get
problem? Free to ask.
n- no, sir. I don't have any problem for today's session, but I get the mail now.
You get the what?
Yes, sir. I get the mail from SC Analytics for
Yes,
the
yes,
interview.
yes.
Yes.
Yes, best luck to all the candidates who are the part of SG Analytics. Okay, just go with the preparations of studying of that particular job descriptions, or you have any problem regarding the interview process or some of the technical problem, you are free to ask me. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and,
Okay, sir.
and we will stop here today's.
Okay,
If
sir.
you have any problem regarding project management, definite one of the topics contains, okay, that you have not get with the proper, just I will take with, just I will take any of the message from your side too. No problem. Thank you, Shurun.
Thank you, sir.
Hmm.
Have a great day, sir. Bye bye.